Hi there. In this section, Stop Pilates Master Instructor Trainer John Gary is going to guide you through a workout offering suggestions and specific cues and modifications for group reformer classes. John's group today will consist of Adriana, Natalia, and Andrea, but your group may be bigger. Okay, John, I think they're ready.
Great, thanks, Moira. All right, ladies, we're almost ready to go. Before we get started, let's just cover a few things that you want to make sure that we cover before each class. So first of all, does anybody have any injuries or changes from the last time we worked out that I should know about? Okay, great. Also, just to be clear, Natalia, you're going to be doing essential level today, right? And mainly stuff where modifications of the exercises. So you may sit up on a cushion, which we want to have all those things ready for our students when they come in before they start the class. And then Adriana is going to be doing mainly essential work, but sometimes intermediate work as well, depending on how she feels with the exercises as we go through. And Andrea is going to be doing mainly the challenging parts of the exercises, and we will be challenging her throughout the class. The goal is to keep everybody moving, keep everybody happy, and keep the energy up. So let's get started. We're going to have 3 or 4 springs on for the footwork. These guys have already set up their reformers for the right stopper position for them and gear bar position. Springs are already on, headrests are up, and feet are right in position. That's great. Toes apart, heels together. Make sure that you have a nice neutral position throughout the spine. So the pelvis, lumbar spine are neutral, the ribs are relaxed, shoulders are relaxed, head and neck is relaxed. Let's just take a moment and breathe. So inhale, take a deep breath in, filling the lungs with air, and then exhale, feel the engagement of the abdominals, lift up on the pelvic floor. Make sure you keep those things in mind as we go through all the exercises. Let's start. Inhale, prepare. Exhale to press away, lengthen away. Inhale to come back in. And keep that moving even while I'm talking. Just keep moving nice and smoothly. Now, for those students who want to work at a more intermediate level, let's have you inhale as you press out so you can change that breath to make it a little bit more challenging, a little bit more functional. And if you're at the essential level, you're going to exhale as you press out and come back in. Let's do 3 more. And make sure you're working both on the way out and on the way in. So press out, come back in. One more time. Press out together, come back in. Great. Let's change your feet now. Wrap your toes over the bar. Bring your legs all the way together. That's great. So a little bit higher, Natalia, on the bar. Perfect. Keep the ankle joints relaxed. Breathe in. Exhale to press away. Remember, if you're working at the intermediate level, you're going to inhale out and exhale to come in. That's great. Good. So the toes are hugging the bar. They're not clenching over the bar. They're just wrapped. Make sure the knees stay in line with the toes. Adductors are working. Good. Let's do 4 more. Press away, pull it in with control. Make sure the pelvis is staying neutral. Pull it in. That's it. Pull it in 1 more time. Press away and pull it in. From there, we're going to put the heels on the bar. So heels on the bar, pelvis is in a neutral position. Prepare. Exhale or inhale as you press out, depending on what level you're working, and come back in. Good. Reach away and draw it back in. Just do a double check on the shoulders. Make sure they are relaxed. The back of your neck is lengthened. Eye level is dropped down slightly with that headrest up. Good. Press away. Pull it in with control. Press away. Bring it almost to the stopper without hitting it. 3 more. Draw it in. 2 more. Pull it in. How are we doing? Smile a little bit. There you go. Come in and stop right there. High half toe position. So on the balls of your feet with your heel lifted. That's it. Great. Right at the end of the ball of the foot. Prepare and press away and draw it back in. Good. And reach out. Pull it in with control. The goal is to keep the heels lifted without overarching. That's it. Try to keep the heels still in space. Very nice, Natalia. Very good. Reach away. Pull it in. As you press out, pull up on the patella. So tighten the muscles right above the knee. Beautiful, Adriana. That's great. And come back in. 3 more. I know you're warming up. 2 more. Pull it in 1 more time and bring it all the way in. That's great. Next, from there, we're going to move on to the lower and left. So press out with that same foot position, then lower the heels under. Pick them back up. Keep them up as you bend your knees and come back in. Your breathing is inhale out, exhale to reach the heels under. Inhale to bring it up and exhale in. Now with a little bit more fluidity. Inhale and reach. Come up. Exhale in. Inhale out. Lower. Up and come in. Good. Nice and controlled. That's it. Don't lock the knees out as you reach the heels under. That's a great position right there. Beautiful. And come back in. Reach, lower, up, and one more time. Reach, lower, come up, and come all the way back in. From there, we're gonna move on to second position, parallel. So feet are in line with the sit bone. Legs are parallel, pelvis is neutral. Take a deep breath in, exhale, recruit the abdominals. Now inhale, press out, exhale, pull it back in. Inhale out, exhale to pull it in. Breathe in, pull it in. Good, and bring it in. That's it. If you can pick up the pace here a little bit and still stay in control, pull it in. 5 and 4. Good, and 3. Put on those brakes as you come in. 2 and 1. Nicely done. We're gonna move on now to single leg, which means that we're gonna adjust our springs. So you can go down by 1 or a half spring. Great, and we're gonna start with your right foot on the foot bar, right in line with your sit bone, and let's take the left leg tabletop from here. Perfect. From there, we're gonna actually go just one leg bent, just for a few here. So let's just do 3. So exhale, recruit the abdominals. Inhale to press out. Exhale, come back in. 3. Good, nice and controlled. 2. Now this time as you come in, go right into the bicycle. Reach that leg over. Bring it back in and reach it over. Good, and one more time, reach it over. Now hold it there for a second. That's it, stay in for just a second. We're gonna go into a développé prep. So not the full développé, but you're gonna press back, bend your knee, and then reach that leg up to the ceiling, and then come back in. That's it, bend the knee and come back in. Beautiful, inhale back, exhale in. Let's do that one more time. Inhale back, exhale to come in, and stop right there. Onto the other leg. So let's put the left foot on, right leg is tabletop. From there, inhale to press out, exhale to come in. So we're gonna move a little bit more fluidly here. Pull it in. This time as you come in, go right into the bicycle, reach it over for 3 and 2. Now right into the développé, reach it up and come back in as you exhale. Reach it up, come back in, and one more time, reach it up, inhale, exhale, come in and release. Great. Okay, from there, we're gonna move on to the hundreds. So once again, you're gonna wanna change your springs. 2 springs normally for the hundreds, and you need your straps. You wanna move away from the shoulder rest just a little bit. That's it. So it's always good to walk around and just check and make sure everybody heard you when you're talking about the springs and that the adjustments have been made. Sometimes people forget to take one off or forget to put one back on, so you can just walk around and check that. It is a really good idea to walk around the room and make sure, see things from all different positions so that you can make sure everyone's in the proper place. And everyone looks good right here. That's it, so legs tabletop, ready to go. I gave you a little break there. Breathe in to prepare. Exhale, extend the elbows and flex up into the hundreds position, just thoracic flexion. We're gonna keep your knees bent, Natalia, and pulsing the arms. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, that's 10. Breathe in, pulse the arms, and exhale. Now I wanna hear 5 full counts in. Inhale, 5 full counts, and exhale, 5 full counts. That's it, and again, breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. Let me see a little adductor work there. Squeeze the adductors, inhale, and exhale. How low can you go, Andrea? There you go. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, and in. 3, 4, 5, and I hope someone's counting. 4, 5, and in. Any counters in here? And exhale. 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. You've got one more. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. That's great. Hold it there. Breathe in. Bend your knees, everyone. And exhale, release down. Nicely done. Moving on from there, we're gonna do bend and stretch. So, normally 2 springs here. So press back, put the straps onto your feet carefully, 1 foot at a time. That's it, making sure you have control of that carriage. Great, arms resting down by your sides. Legs bend and start in tabletop. Now make sure that you have your feet a little higher than your knees so that the straps don't rub on them. Breathe in to prepare. Exhale, press out. Inhale, come back in, keeping the pelvis as stable as you can in neutral if you can. And for Natalia, as you press out, for sure, we're gonna go into your imprint, and as you come in, you're gonna go to neutral. That's beautiful. Get that oblique connection as you press out and come back in. Point the toes, and then flex your feet as you come in. Good, a few more times, and come back in. 2 more, and come back in. And 1 more time, press out, and come back in. Just laterally rotate the legs. Keep the heels gently pressing together. Knees should be no wider than the shoulders here and toes in line with the knees. Exhale, press out, point the toes, zipper those inner thighs together. Inhale to come back in. Exhale, press away. Inhale to come back in. Again, you can reach the legs a little lower for more of a challenge. That's it. Making sure that you keep the pelvis really stable in a nice neutral position for you, Andrea. That's great. And come back in. Let's do 5 more. And pull it in. Pick up the pace. And 4. And pull it in. Reach 3. Shoulders relaxed. And 2. And 1 more. Press out. And come all the way back in. Great. Let's move on to the next exercise. Now mid-back series. So from here, come on in. You're going to have to change your springs. We are going to do some unilateral work here. So I recommend 1 spring. You can go a little lighter if you feel you need to, but you can go all the way up to 2, but with unilateral work, probably a good idea to stay a little lower at first. So from here, we're going to start with triceps, but we're going to start with bilateral. So bring your legs into tabletop. That's it. Good. And your elbows are not going to be resting right on the carriage. Let's lift them up just a little bit here. So you have to do a little bit more shoulder stabilization. Breathe in, exhale, press out. Inhale to bend the elbows, and then exhale to press. Good. Inhale to bend, and exhale to press. Looks too easy to me. 2 more times. Press away. Come back in. 1 more time. Press away. Come back in. Now let's move to unilateral. So from here, you're going to keep the left arm bent, and just press the right hand down as you exhale. Good. And inhale, bend that arm all the way back, and then switch. Good. That's okay. We're alternating. And come back in and press. Come back in and press with the other arm. Come back in. Now hold it there. Now let's do unilateral. So you're going to press 3 times with that right arm, really to challenge you. And again, press 2. And 1 more time, press. And come back. And let's switch to the left arm. How's that feeling? 3. And exhale, press. What happened to all those smiles? There you go. And press and come all the way back in. Very good. Let's move on now to arms pulling straight down. So reach your arms up, breathe in, exhale, pull the arms down, and inhale to release back up. Make sure that the abs are staying connected on this. And as you begin to reach the arms up, we're going to really watch to make sure that the ribs are not flaring out, and that looks awesome. 2 more like that. Exhale, press down. 1 more. And we're going to move on now to flexion with that. So bring the arms up, breathe in, exhale, flex the torso as you press the arms down. Inhale, release back. And again, exhale, flex up and press. Inhale to release back. Do that again. Exhale, press up and flex. Really recruiting those obliques as you pull against that resistance. We can do 1 more here, right? Press, pull down, and release all the way back. Nicely done. From there, we're going to have you sit up and turn around for the back rowing preps. So again, remember your resistance can be anywhere from 1 to 2, but for this first exercise, I'd like you to be on 2 springs. That's it. And Natalia's going to sit up on top. Yep, up on top of a cushion. Let's make sure it's all the way on the carriage. Just scoot it forward just a little bit there. Yeah, that's it. Good. Headrests are down. Legs are folded out over them for this first exercise, and you're going to hold on to the ropes. That's it. So we're going to work a little bit of the mid-back, and we're also going to work on extension of the spine. So from here, breathe in. As you exhale, just want a little bend in the elbows, and also at the same time, extend your spine. That's it. And then come back to neutral. And again, exhale, extend the spine, abdominals connect. That's it, good. And come back. And we're really watching head and neck position here. So 1 more time, bend the elbows. You see that the ribs open and the head stays in line with the rest of the spine. That's beautiful. And come back. From there, let's move on to a hinge back. So you're going to keep that neutral position. Breathe in to hinge back. That's it. Now just lift your arms a little bit. Exhale, and you'll come right back up. Oh, Andrea's way ahead of us here. So we're just going to hinge back there. Keep the connection. Now lift the arms and come right back up on top. That's great. You got it. And again, hinge back. Inhale. Exhale, lift the arms and come right back up on top. Now let's combine those 2 things. So you're going to inhale to hinge back, just like you did. Now that exhale and extend the spine. Keep connected. Inhale, reach the arms forward, straighten the spine, and exhale, lift up and come all the way up on top. Feel okay, everyone? Good. Let's do it again. Inhale, hinge back. Exhale, bend the elbows, open up, abdominals stay connected. Now inhale, reach the arms forward, look forward, and then lift the arms, and exhale, come all the way up on top. Let's do that 1 more time. Inhale, hinge. Exhale, extend the spine. Inhale, straighten the arms, look forward. Exhale, gently lift up and come all the way up on top. That was great. If you'd like to adjust your springs, you can, because we are gonna go on to a little bit of pulses and arm presses back, okay? So the plow, and I'm gonna give you the option, Andrea, of coming up onto your knees for this one, which is really gonna challenge stability. So it's the chest expansion that we do in the intermediate level. And Adriana, you can choose to sit or kneel. That's it. And Natalia, you're gonna sit back on your heels, which is a really secure place to sit. And just make sure that your client doesn't have knee issues, obviously, if they're gonna sit in that position there. So from here, ready to go? Breathe in. Then exhale, pull the arms back. Now stabilize, stabilize, stabilize. Release to your hips. Now you're gonna pulse back. From there, pulse, and then a little further. It's a little release on each one, and then go a little further each time, and then release all the way forward. Again, press back past your hips. Release to your hips, just to your hips. They're not too far forward. Then press back, release just a little bit each time, just a little bit, and then come all the way forward. Let's try it again. Press all the way back past your hips. Now release only to your hips, so stop right there. And then press back, release a little, go a little further, connect, 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 and then release all the way forward. That's good right there. We'll stop there. And we're gonna move on to the next exercise. So from here, we're gonna turn you to the side and do side twists. So be careful if you've only got half a spring on there, that carriage can move, so be careful as you come around to the side. Seated or kneeling for this one. And you're gonna start with your arms in a circle, holding on to the strap, side twist. Breathe in. Exhale, turn. Now keep the pelvis as square to the side as you can, and inhale to return. And your eye level is right over your hands, beautiful, so that everything moves in the upper body in one piece. And then come back, and again. Turn, and then come back, very good, and again. Turn, and then return. Okay, let's make this a little more challenging for your upper body now, for your arms. So we're gonna do a cross press. So from here, you're gonna turn your palm down, you just have the strap in that far hand, and then press away, exhale, press across, and then come back in. So no rotation here, and watching to keep the shoulders level, good. And as you press across, we're getting anterior delt there, you're getting some chest, some pec work, and a little bit of tricep work as well. One more time, press across, nicely done, and then return. Good. Put the strap down, let's turn you to the other side. How are we feeling? Everybody good? Yeah? All right. So again, starting with the side twist kneeling. So hold your arms in a circle, stabilize the pelvis. Breathe in. Exhale to turn. Take everything together, and then inhale to return. Gorgeous, nice long spines. Beautiful, beautiful. And again, exhale, turn. Inhale to return. And do that again. Good control on the way back. Perfect. And one more time, turn and come back. Now the cross press. So that opposite hand can rest on the carriage for you, Natalia. You guys can press it into the thigh or rest it on your hip. Exhale, press across, and then come back. And again, press across and come back. Great. As much as you can, press it across your body and come back. Two more. Press and come back. One more time. Press. It looks awesome. And then come back. Nicely done. Very good. Let's move on to front rowing now. So we're going to have you turn to the front. And again, we're going to give you the option of sitting up on top of something, Natalia, is great, all right? Or kneeling, reverse expansion in the intermediate level. From here, we're just gonna press the arms forward. Breathe in to prepare. Exhale, bring the arms forward. Good, and then come back. So it's a good idea if you've got someone on their knees that you're close by and watching for stability. Once you're sure that they've got that stability, good. Make sure everyone else is good too. We're all feeling great. Let's do two more here. Press forward, and you can reach as high as eye level as long as you can stabilize. One more time, reach up and release and come all the way back down. That's great. Now we're just gonna let go of those straps, and we're all gonna go onto our knees here with your feet against the shoulder rest for the next one, which is a shoulder press in the quad position. So this is a good variation that we have. That's it for some shoulder work here. So from here, we're just gonna hinge and press the carriage out until your upper body is in one long line here. Knees should be right under the hips, and you're in as neutral a position as you can be in. From here, you're gonna bend the elbows and come in, and then exhale and press out. And just keep the ab connection. Inhale, bend the elbows coming in, exhale to press out. Make sure that the head and neck stay in line with the spine. That's perfect. And again, come in and press out. Now, come all the way in until the carriage returns. Now, if you haven't adjusted for unilateral, I'm just gonna bring you in here, and you can adjust for unilateral for springs, so we're just gonna do one arm at a time. If you're where you need to be, let's press right out into that position with both arms. Now bring one hand down to the carriage. That's it. It doesn't matter which hand. Just bend the elbow, breathe in, and then exhale and press out. Abdominals stay connected. Inhale to bend the elbow, and exhale, press out. You're gonna do one more, so stay stable. Try not to let the shoulder lift, and press out. Now hold it out there. Take your free hand back to the bar and place your other hand down. Nice and stable. That's it. Inhale to bend the elbow. Exhale, press back. Remember, 3 of them. Don't start to go into your lower back. Keep the obliques working. One more time. Come in and press all the way back. Place both hands back on the bar and come all the way in. And release. So as you saw, I wasn't quite sure that I mentioned the springs before that started. And so in my brain, I thought, well, before I have them go to single arm, let's make sure they're all on the right spring. So bring the carriage in, adjust the spring first, and then go into the exercise, rather than have someone have too much spring on when they go to do the unilateral and not be able to stabilize. So from there, we're gonna move on to the long stretch. Now, normally the long stretch would be done in the intermediate level with the headrest all the way up and the feet in the center, right against the headrest. We're gonna do it today with your feet against the shoulder rest, because especially in a group, you may wanna have a situation where you know where everybody is, they've got their feet all in the same position. So if some people are doing the kind of really easier modification and some people are doing the more challenging exercise, you kind of have a good idea of where everybody is and it's a safer situation. So that's the situation we're in today. We're gonna have different variations going on here. Some of you will have your knees down. Natalia, let's keep your knees down for this. And you can decide whether you want your knees down or knees up. Adriana and Andrea, unfortunately, we're making you come all the way up here because you're the intermediate girl. So here we go. From here, and you do have the option, Andrea, since I know you, of raising the headrest and putting your feet in the center. Let's show that anyway. That's good. Right there, because I know everybody here. So from here, you're gonna have your body in one long line to start with. From your knees, and Andrea, right up onto your feet. From here, you're gonna inhale, press the carriage out. Exhale, come over, and only bring your shoulders above the bar. Don't go too far forward. That's too much strain on the shoulder girdle. Good, head and neck in line. Inhaling back, exhaling over, and one more time, inhale back. Keep the shoulder stabilization and exhale forward, and then with care, place the knees back down if they are up. Release the tension on the springs. That was great. From there, we're gonna move on to the elephant. And let's just do the regular version of the elephant here. So, anywhere from 1 to 2 springs on from this. You're gonna hold on to the foot bar, step up onto your carriage, and put your heels back against the shoulder rest. Now, you can go up on the shoulder rest if you've got tighter hamstrings. That's fine. Adriana's got that position there. You wanna be in a round back position. Make sure the top of your head is aimed down, and you've got a nice C curve. Obliques are working there. You're not too much up into the upper traps here. The shoulders should be relaxed. Inhale to press the carriage out using just the hip extensors, and exhale, pull it back in with the hip extensors. Inhale back, exhale in. So they're concentrically contracting on the way in, eccentric on the way back in, concentric on the way out, eccentric on the way in. Good. Exhale, pull it in. Ribs are pulled up, shoulders are relaxed, head is down. 2 more times. Inhale out, exhale, pull it in. 1 more time, press out, and pull it in. That's great. Okay, from there, just step off carefully to the side. We're gonna go on now to the knee stretches from the side. Pump it up just a little bit. So this is a variation that we can do. It's an essential modification, but we can make it more challenging by adding some pulses to it, which I wanna do right now, just to get you woken up. So 1.5 springs on. Have the heavy spring on the side that you're standing on. That's great. Positioning is everything, right? So your inside foot's gonna go against the shoulder rest, and your outside foot is on the floor lined up with the knee of the inside foot. So scoot this foot back a little bit further, Natalia. That's it. We're gonna do this in a straight back position. So hinge back like you're a starter in a race, a sprinter. Good. Now take the weight off of the carriage on your knee. Lift your knee just slightly up. Put all your weight on the foot on the floor. From there, press the carriage out. Exhale, bring it back in. Press it out. Exhale, bring it back in. Good. Stabilize. Pull it in. Press it all the way out. Pull it in. Press it all the way out. Pull it in. You've got 5 more. Pull it in. 5. All the way out. Control. 4 and 3 and 2. Don't hit that stopper. And 1. Hold it in. Little pulses. Press it out a little bit. Pull it in for 10 and 9 and 8. Take that weight out of the arms. 7, 6. Abdominals in tight. 5 and 4. Pull it in. 3 and 2. You've got 1 more all the way out. Press it out, press it out, press it out. Don't go anywhere. And pull it all the way in. Let's move over to the other side. Change your spring over. That was great. Are you smiling? You're still okay with me? Not ready to run out of the room yet? All right, here we go. Other side. Make sure you line your foot up on the floor with the knee that's on the carriage. So scoot this foot back just a little bit in space. A little bit more there. Bring it back a little bit more and shift your weight back. There you go. Lift this knee up off. Here we go. Inhale to press all the way out. Exhale, pull it in. Do a little shoulder check. Make sure your shoulders aren't up in your ears or nice and relaxed. No weight in the arms there. Those arms are just kind of hanging out. Elbows are soft. Pull it in. Bring it in. We've got 5 more. Full range, guys. Pull it in. 5 and 4. The hips are really square. 3 and 2. 1 more. Bring it all the way in. Press back just a little bit and pull it in. 10 and 9. Pull it in. 8, 7. That's it. Bring it in. 6 and 5, 4, 3, 2. Should we do another 10? Okay, no. Press all the way out and come all the way back in. Nicely done. From there, we're going to move on to reverse knee stretches. So if we can have you just go down to 1 spring here, or you can go on half if you'd rather go on half. You're going to turn around on the carriage, place your hand on the tracks, knees against the shoulder rest. So we want to kind of keep things moving as much as we can in the class. Wrap your hands over the tracks here. That's going to give you good grip. From there, nice neutral alignment through the spine, and you're going to just pull your legs, pull your legs underneath you, so your hip flexors are going to be working here. So draw them underneath and release back. Keep your body from moving forward and back, and just pull the knees under and release back. It's really easy here to, can you show this? Let your shoulders go up into your ears. Yeah, we don't want that, okay? So draw the shoulders back. Use your lats to help you stabilize there. Good, and again, exhale, pull under and release back. Okay, from there, reach your right leg back, not too high, straight back, just stretch it out. That's it. Now the left leg's gonna pull under as the right leg keeps reaching back. 3 and 2 and 1. Send the carriage back, switch legs. Other leg reaching back there. Stabilize here, and again, exhale, pull in. 3 and 2. Abdominals stay connected, and 1. And put your other leg down and come on off there. That was great. Hip rolls are next. So from there, little break here for you, little stretch. So hip rolls, 2 or 3 springs is fine. And make sure when you lay down on the carriage that your headrest is down. That's great. Heels on the foot bar about hip distance apart. Start with a very neutral alignment through the spine. Good. Breathe in. Exhale. Roll the pelvis back. Use your obliques and then pick it up. Breathe in. Now exhale, roll down through the spine. We're going to challenge you a little bit on here and prepare you for an exercise we do much later in the advanced level, but this is a good preparation for the shoulder bridge. So we're going to roll you up. Exhale up. Inhale, stay. Exhale, lift one leg off the bar and go into tabletop. Keep the hips steady. Put that foot back on. The other leg will pull in. That's it. Stabilize. Very good. This is challenging. Put your foot down. Stay right there. And then exhale and roll down. Let's do that one more time. Exhale to roll all the way up through. Open up the hips, but don't go too high on the neck there. Keep on the upper back. Exhale, lift one foot up. Inhale, place it back. Switch. Exhale, lift the other leg up. Keep the hips square. Place the foot back. And then exhale, roll down through one vertebrae at a time. That's it. Melt into the carriage. Go all the way back to a neutral position. That's great. From there, just step off the side. And we're going to do an adductor stretch. So I recommend just one spring on for this one. And again, on the side that you're going to stand on. And you're going to put your front foot up all the way near the platform here. And your back foot is going to go against the shoulder rest. Your leg can be slightly turned out or it can be completely parallel on this side. It just depends on comfort there in the hip joint. From here, you're just going to hold onto the foot bar, that's it, and sink down by bending your front knee and hinge forward and place your hand, that's it, right on the carriage for support. Breathe in, and from there, exhale, press away, straightening out this front leg, and inhale, bend your knee, keeping everything really aligned there, good. And exhale, press out. This should feel really good after everything we did, and inhale, come back in. Knee is going over the toe here, it's following that line of the toe, and come back in, that's great. Unload the reformer, the resistance on the reformer, so bring the carriage all the way in, then rotate and turn toward the front, and we're gonna do the single thigh stretch on that side from the floor. So knee is resting down on the carriage. Just relax the knee down, Adriana, that's great. Breathe in, and then from there, exhale, just push your feet away from each other, sliding back. Don't push with your arms, keep them relaxed. Now bend your knee, coming forward, and then release all the way up. And again, slide down and back, exhaling. Inhale to come forward and up. So slow it down a little bit here. We're gonna slow it down a little bit as we get to the stretching portion, just to give you a little break, and then come forward and all the way up. Let's move you over to the other side, change your spring over to the other side, and we'll start with that adductor stretch. So same position we had before. The front leg is turned out. The back leg can be either parallel or, like Andrea has it, slightly turned out. And let's start bending your knee, reach for the foot bar, and then hinge forward, hand on the carriage. That's it, abdominals connected. And press out, exhale, press away. Inhale to come back in. That's it, keep the hips as square as possible, press away, and come back in. And just one more time, press away, long length through the spine, and come all the way in. Take the resistance off of the reformer, and now turn, that's it, once your resistance is off, turn into the single thigh stretch from the floor. From here again, exhale to press back, lengthen away, stretch away. Inhale to come back in, sinking the hips as you come in, and then lift them up at the end. Exhale, slide down and back, and come all the way forward. One more time, staying connected, sink down, press back, come forward, and up. Awesome job, you guys. Thanks so much for joining me.
Wow, great class. Yes, thanks, ladies, and thank you, John. I hope you've learned some valuable ideas here and that you're feeling confident and excited about teaching group classes on the Stop Pilates Reformer. Refer to this DVD whenever you'd like a refresher on cues and modifications and other tips for tailoring your workouts to each individual. Thank you for joining us.